Morning guys, it's good to see you again. Today we're going to keep working on decorating plastic eggs. Today we're going to make animals. I have here a project you can do if you have an egg that opens up long ways. You can use it to create a bug. I cut out my felt. You can use paper at home if you don't have any felt. And what you're going to do is put some glue. Remember, you can use Elmer's if you have it. It will just take a little bit longer to dry. Place it on top of your wings and just let it sit. You can also add details, maybe a bug's head, anything that you can think of. Think about what kind of bug you've created. If it's a butterfly, give it butterfly wings and add butterfly details. You could also draw on the wings themselves to create different patterns and colors, whatever you want. See, I'm gonna color in my bug's head real quick. You might want to do this before you glue it because, as you notice, I lifted it up off the wings, but the glue's not dry yet, so that's okay. All right, put that back down and maybe add googly eyes. Maybe you could draw on eyes with a silver marker. Whatever you want to do to create your animals. Now, I'm going to show you what I did with the other half. There we go. Crazy little ladybug of that egg. I created a turtle with it. I used my Sharpie markers to show the lines of the shell. I used felt to create the body parts, little dots for eyes. Notice also I cut these pieces a little bit longer so I could glue them into the middle of the shell, and that way they will not fall out. Now I'm going to show you how to create a little rabbit using a complete shell. You're going to start with your ears. I already cut mine out. If you want to add accents like the inside of the ears, remember if you fold your paper in half before you start cutting, you're going to accomplish both of the shapes in one cut. Glue those down. Now the next part I'm going to show you with the ears is the really important part, because you've probably noticed how hard it is to get stuff to stand up on a surface when you're using paper like this. Cut a small triangle in the middle of the base of your ears. Okay. On the back side of your ears, put a small dot of glue on one side and fold the sides so they touch each other. That way your ears are going to stick up. Now, again, I'm using a glue that bonds a little bit more quickly than Elmer's glue. If you're using Elmer's glue, you might have to hold it a little bit longer. There we go. But your ears will still stick up. Again, I'm going to use a small piece of toilet paper roll or tissue paper roll, whatever you have, to hold my bunny up while I'm still working on it so its ears don't break. Now, noses. If you have a small square of paper, cut it into a triangle, round the edges of the triangle, and you're going to have your little bunny's nose. Little dot of glue. You could do eyes however you wanted. You could use googly eyes. You could draw the eyes with a marker, which is what I'm about to do. You could cut them out with a piece out of a piece of paper and glue them on. Whatever you want. So I'm using my favorite Sharpie. Again, if you have a silver or gold Sharpie, you could add little light accents to the eyes and even to the nose. There we go. And I'm going to give him whiskers. Okay. Now, for my last step, I want to create my bunny's feet. I'm going to cut out a heart with a rounded bottom. When you're gluing this on your rabbit, you want to glue the body of your rabbit as far back as possible, because you're going to use that piece of paper to help stand your bunny up. If you glue the bunny forward on the feet, it's a lot less likely that it's going to stay propped up. I also have a little fluffy pom-pom, and while my bunny is standing up, I'm going to press that in place behind, which is also going to help my bunny stay upright. So that's how you create a bunny with standing up ears. Now I have two bunny friends. I have my little turtle. And just to show you, if you only have half of an upright egg, you can use that also. I created a little beehive and then created little bees to stick all over it. I had little wooden beads like this, and I created the leaves out of fabric, but you could again make your bees out of beads. You could draw them out of paper. You can draw them directly on your beehive. And to create the lines going around, you can use one of your egg parts to create a line, so that if you have that even line going all the way around, just trace it. You can use this on many of your different animals. If you have the line going all the way around, then you can just measure with your eyes and create the next line going across. That's how I created the lines on my beehive. Remember, insects are animals, so if you are creating animal eggs, it's always a good choice to use insects also. All right, thank you very much. I will see you tomorrow.